Yo, what's going on, family? How you doing today?
I'm sturdy. How about you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. What's your name?
Call me Tish Bugatti.
Tish Bugatti. Where you
Yeah.
from, Tish Bugatti?
From Queens, New York, Far Rock.
Shout out your peoples.
Shout outs to King Billy, free my niggas out there, you already know, Nantre, Lottie.
Yo, shout out your IG and your gram.
Richforever.tish. That's the gram.
You got any other platforms?
Also on TikTok, Tish Bugatti. You could tap in with my music, Tish Bugatti, on Apple Music, Spotify, and Boombox playlists.
I bet. Yo, Tish, what do you do to govern your mental health?
I usually sit with myself in isolation and in a quiet space so that my thoughts are loud and amplified. And whether that be the negative thoughts or the positive ones, I come into reality with my thoughts in isolation, pure isolation. No noise, no sounds, no going outside, just by myself, by my dolly. Feel me?
All right, so I'm gonna hit you with a banger right quick.
All right.
When did you realize you had to move different from the people around you?
I realized I had to move different from the people around me when I started seeing how people like to copy what they see so much. And I realized that I would rather be a count out than to follow what the next crowd is doing and copy everyone else. Like, I feel like when you copy everyone else, it's given that you just don't really have a mind of your own. And in order to amplify that you have a mind of your own, you have to not be afraid to stand out. So you can't follow the aesthetic that everybody is on. You gotta have your own. And even if it's lame or it's considered weird, that's cool, it's yours, you feel me? As long as you're not a follower or you copying whatever the next man is doing, you having a mind of your own.
That's beautiful, well said, you heard?
Gangster.
All right, what's a mindset you had before that you had to unlearn to grow?
I'll say a mindset that I had, I used to put the blame on everyone else instead of myself. Like, self-accountability is a big thing because the moment you have accountability with yourself, that's called self-realization. You are realizing what is wrong, and now you're gonna take the work it takes to correct what's wrong about you, not about what everyone else did to you. Feel me? So it used to be, oh, they did this to me, they did that to me. I got out of that victim mindset. A lot of people will tell you, yo, it's better to be the villain because the victim never got saved. And that is true. You feel me? But you don't gotta be a villain where you terrorize and everything. Sometimes you could be a villain in your own lane, like a vigilante, you feel me? So.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
So after going through that, like, how do you see the world and how do you see people?
After going through that, I realized that there is people who want to be saved, and then there's people that's going to save people, and then there's people that, yo, I'm okay with just being in the middle of observing what is going on. So I had to think, do I want to be the person that always need to be saved? Nah, because that's just a burden on someone else. And you're not carrying your own burden. And when you're born in this life, we are all here to carry our own burden. So I would rather be the person that's observing the ones that's being saved and the ones that need saving, or I would rather be the one that is saving people than to be the one that needs to be saved.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right.
Real talk.
So what's something about your environment that people outside wouldn't understand?
I'll say something about my environment that people on the outside would not understand is that, you see, we are raised in New York City, and New York has this certain kind of aesthetic where, like, a lot of the times we focus too much on the material possession. So if someone is lacking material-wise in a certain area in their life, whether that be physically or in their pockets, we are judged too quickly for it. So what we do when we grow up is we aim to gain material possession. We only care about material possession instead of stuff like mental health or like our awareness within self or self-righteousness, you feel me? We only focus on the material possession. So now, on the outside looking in, everyone is judging New York like, oh yeah, they're so materialistic, they're vain, and in reality, it's what is giving us identity in our own city. So for us to be seen in our own city, we have to have material possession. Whereas we leave our city, we are defined by just being from New York. Without material possession, we are validated just because we are from New York. Feel me? So, yeah,
Powerful,
I realize
powerful.
you don't want to chase the material.
You don't want to taste material.
Yeah.
Powerful. Do you feel like the world understand you, or do you feel misunderstood?
I feel like I'm misunderstood by the ones that have not awakened to what I've been through, and the ones that want to misunderstand me. And I'm understood by the ones that have been through the same situations and experiences in life that I've faced, as well as the ones that are open-minded to learning and change. Those are the ones that understand me. So I feel more like misunderstood because there's more people who are sleeping than the ones that are awake.
Ooh, that's juicy.
Yeah.
All right, bet. Do you think people love you for who you are or what you do for them?
Ooh, I love that. I made a song and I had said it, they only love you when it benefits. And I realized that love is unconditional. Real love is actual unconditional. So if somebody says they love you and you can't fall through when they need you to, and now all of a sudden the love withdraws, that means they never loved you to begin with. So they only liked or loved you for what you could do. So I feel like I grew up in a state where there was a time that I was loved just because I show up and I'm unconditional with how I show my love. But now that I'm in a different position in my life, I'm loved for what I can do. And I don't like that because now it deviates from the person that I didn't have anything before. So I was loved when I didn't have anything. Why is it that now I'm being loved when I'm only doing something? It shouldn't be that way, but yo, that's how the world is. They only love you when it benefits.
Girl, that's a beautiful answer, man. That's a beautiful answer. All right. What did pain teach you that love couldn't?
Pain taught me resilience, whereas love teaches you something that at times you might sacrifice yourself. And when you go through so many trials and tribulations because of sacrificing yourself due to love, you will now inflict pain on yourself. Who's gonna be there to heal you after you done sacrificed your love in so many areas of your life that now you're in pain? No one but yourself. So when you now go through that pain, you start to learn the resilience of being numb to it. But when you're numb to it, that doesn't mean that you forget about it. Because some people, when you're numb to something, it's like you don't know when it's hurting you. You have to realize that it hurts you, but resilient enough to know that, all right, I'm strong enough to carry on and show my love in this different manner. Not in a self-sacrificial way, but in a self-loving way.
Do you think people are afraid to say that they're, to their spouse, family member, whoever, that they're hurting?
It depends. Because there are people who are good with communication and open-minded to understanding. And then there are people that they just want to control how you think, how you feel, what's going on in the room. They want to control your reaction. So if they are aware that they did something wrong to you, they want to control the fact that you are calling them out about it. So it's all about the person. You have to deal with people who are open-minded. Closed-minded people, they're gonna feel some type of way because you voicing your opinion. Whereas an open-minded person, they're gonna want to listen and be open ears to understanding why you feel this way.
Ooh, all right. So
Real shit.
if everything stopped today, what would you regret not doing?
That's a great question. The only thing I'll regret not doing is spreading knowledge. Spreading knowledge that people need to wake up. Like, I'll regret gatekeeping information that I know is vital, because if everything was to stop today and I wasn't gonna be here today, there's people that are coming up from our generation that they're gonna carry the baton to carry on the race. So now, when the race is now carrying on, if they were not dropped with the knowledge that you learned in your lifetime, they're now gonna be lost in that race with no direction, no destination, not knowing what or where to go to. Feel me? So yeah, real talk. Like,
Real talk.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be right back.